Hey everybody, oh yeah, it's Quite Gone Jin here bringing you another video. This time it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to talk about 5 tips for becoming a healthier, fitter gamer. Okay, maybe not just a gamer, everybody can use this, but this is geared towards my perspective as someone who loves playing video games and in my off time. And sometimes I find that the fitness side of me and the gamer side of me conflict, and I think that these 5 tips will help out people that are just like me. Now, feel free to use it if you're not a gamer, basically. Okay. Number 1, breakfast. Don't skip it. Okay, don't skip your breakfast. There's really no good excuse for skipping your breakfast. It typically causes you to make poor food choices later on throughout the day. The most common ones I would guess are probably having a late meal right before you go to bed and eating a bunch of things that your body's just going to store because you're not going to use them properly while you're sleeping, especially if they're heavy in carbs and sugars. Number 2 would be having 2 giant meals throughout the whole day. And that's it. And that's not pacing your food properly either. You skip breakfast because you had a coffee, your appetite is suppressed. All of a sudden you've done half a day's worth of work and you haven't eaten yet and you're jittery. Well, there are 2 feelings you should never have, ever have. And we get them every day. Think about this. The first one is you're hungry. You're hungry and you're jittery and you're, what is it? Hangry? Hangry? Is it hangry? Yeah, it's hangry. Okay. When you're so hungry that you're angry, your stomach is rumbling and you just need to eat. Well, you're now in atrophiation phase. Your body is looking for energy and you don't have it. The highest concentration of energy in your body is not your muscles. I mean, it is your muscles. It is your muscles. We can fix that in the edit, right? Okay, great. It is your muscles, not your fat. And that's it. That's the highest concentration of energy. So when you're in emergency mode, you're not going to go for the slow, hard to work for energy. You're going to go for the quick and easy energy, and you're going to atrophy your muscles and keep the fat on you, which is not exactly what we want. Okay. So don't skip your breakfast, guys. Number 2, cook everything. Cook all the things. Cook everything. Yep. Cook everything. So I would say it's important to cook everything because that stops you from picking stuff up on the go, and 90% of the stuff that we see out there, or a large portion of the stuff that we see out there on the go, is unhealthy. And also it's expensive when we're trying to save money right after Christmas or during a low economy or for whatever particular reason you have. Maybe you want to get a new gym membership. Maybe you want to start a new martial art. Maybe you need a new bike coming in the spring and you're not really sure where that money is going to come from. Well, there it is. Save it with cooking your food. Things like slow cookers always help, or if you don't have a lot of recipes to choose from, or you don't have a full healthy cookbook floating around in the back of your mind because you haven't been cooking everything for a while, look for it online. That's a great way to go. Talk to your healthier friends. That's a great way to go. And just, get used to it. Suck it up, buttercup. Cook and pack your food. It's not that hard. Number 3 is trick yourself. Trick yourself. Take breaks. Play mind games. Trick yourself. It sounds a little bit weird, but this is something I do all the time. And if you're a gamer and you're at your computer playing video games, sometimes time will disappear and you've not done anything. You've not moved in quite a while. I take breaks. If I'm playing a role-playing game, every time I level and die, I have to take a break. If you die or you level, get up, move. I have a lot of my own home equipment that I keep in the room that my computer's in, and this helps me. You don't need a lot of expensive stuff. You can get a mat and put a towel down for push-ups if your floor is slippery. There, you've got a thing for push-ups and sit-ups. That's all you really need. If you want to go out and buy yourself a chin-up bar or adjustable weights or, any of those kind of things, great. Go ahead and do it, but you don't have to. These breaks, not only for, say, a role-playing game, I also do it with my competitive games. So League of Legends is a game I enjoy. It's a lot of fun. If I'm playing for a long period of time in between matches, I also get up and do a set of whatever. So take these breaks, trick yourself. This stuff also works with your food. Create a calendar for yourself. Not everyone wants to write down everything that they eat all the time, but do the opposite. Instead of writing down all the things you eat, just write down the bad things you eat. So this is what I mean. Let's say you have to treat yourself twice a month or 3 times a month. Well, once you've treated yourself, put it in your calendar on your cell phone. We all have one with the date, and just make sure that event that you created is a different color than everything else. And you'll see that red day on Tuesday. Now you've got 12 days before you're allowed to have another one. That's something that I do. These tricks and mind games help yourself, and they create small goals out of large goals. The final one I'm doing for myself is sugar. I'm not allowed to have any sugar at all because I've had a very sweet and yummy holiday. So I don't have sugar coming in my diet, any extra sugar outside of fruit, for 60 days. It's been for 60 days, I will go without extra sugar that I don't need. And at the end of the 60 days, I won't crave it anymore. And that'll help me a lot. Okay, next. Carbs and sugars. So empty carbs and sugars are the ones I'm speaking of, really. Like I said earlier, with the mind game that I'm playing with myself, sugars are the number one reason for health problems in North America today. It's actually a scary fact that this generation, you kids, not me, have a lower life expectancy than the generation before you, and it's because of all the sugar we're throwing on everything. So cutting out sugar and stopping with the empty carbs, so like the white bread and the white rice and all the yummy baked goods, that kind of stuff, white flour, etc. It's very self-explanatory and it makes sense, but some people have a palate for the empty carbs. Well, much like the trick I'm playing with myself for 60 days with sugar, it takes about that long to get rid of a habit, so make a small goal and cut them out. Sugars and empty carbs. Big deal. Kind of a big deal. The last, number 5. Last but not least, your friends. Your friends. It's all your friends' fault. Actually, what I mean is use your friends. Is that bad phraseology? No? You don't want to don't use your friends. That's not very nice. Actually, I do mean that. So everybody has the friend that eats healthier than you. Ask them questions about cooking. Spend more time with them, go out to dinner with them more often, and have them take you out to dinner or eat at your place and their place, etc. Because this is going to create healthier cooking choices, and it's also going to expand your cookbook, and it'll keep you motivated because you're around them more often. Maybe even work out with them if they like to work out, that kind of stuff. Find out what their fitness stuff is that they like to do, and if it's something you like to do, see if you can join along. A lot of people like to share that stuff. So really use your healthier friends, and when you're out with your friends that don't have as healthy food choices as you do, don't judge them for it. Don't be that guy. That's not what I'm asking you to do. What I'm asking you to do is make those healthy choices in front of them, no judgment, and maybe you'll motivate people. If you're out going for a bite to eat with your friends that typically like fast food, suggest the non-fast food. Let them know that you're pushing towards a fitness goal and you find it difficult to not eat that lovely cheeseburger. And suggest a place that has both foods. And if you're strong and willing to eat the healthy stuff yourself, you'll find that they do too. And motivating these friends is also very, very rewarding. Very rewarding. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, if you do it right, you're not imposing yourself. So that's it, guys. This is Qui-Gon Jinn. We went through 5 tips on creating a healthier gaming lifestyle for us in 2016. You'll notice not very much of this had to do with actual exercise and fitness. Most of it had to do with what you eat. Well, 90% of what you're made out of is what you put in you. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Who's over there? Is it his imaginary friend? Qui-Gon Jinn here. Thank you so much. Have yourself a wonderful day. I hope this helped. Please comment, talk to me. Let me know how you feel. And if you have any other tips that you think would also help out people working on their fitness goals this year, please, by all means, share. Have yourself a wonderful day. Thanks kindly. Bye-bye.